Well, today we're going to move the trailer and the deck. We've brought the skid steer here. We're just going to get it offloaded. So Victor was given this trailer, provided he can get rid of the deck, the trailer, the shed, everything to clean up this trailer site. So he was happy about that. The trailer's in good shape, doesn't leak or anything. So yeah, let's see if we can get this deck chopped apart and loaded up. So here I'm going to use the skid steer forks as a pry bar because we didn't have a pry bar with us. I'm trying to pry apart these square timbers from the old flower bed so we can use it as blocking to block the deck up over top of the wheel wells of the trailer. So I'm going to throw these old railings off to the side for now because we'll get the main deck portion on and then we'll put them on top of it. So right now I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to be able to just stick the forks under the deck and have enough pressure on the front to skid the deck backwards, because I can't pick it up right now because it is just under the edge of the trailer, or if we're going to have to throw a strap on it. Yep, looks like we're going to have to throw a strap on it. Alright, so we took the chain off and we threw a strap on there to get my forks a little tighter to the deck. We also threw a board across the tip of my fork so it's catching the joist of the deck and not pushing up on the deck boards themselves, because it will just push them off, and I'm able to pick it up. Well, we got it on there anyways. We didn't roll the skid steer or anything. Victor's just blocking up the center because it's a little floppy because there's a seam right there. Then we're going to throw that chunk on top and maybe a couple of those railings on top as well. We'll see whatever doesn't look too terrible. Then we'll head up to Victor's property. What also is going to be fun is trying to unload that with no forks on the old crawler loader. But, I mean, it'll come off, just hopefully it comes off in one piece. Victor's just finishing strapping that down. I'm trying to figure out how we're going to get this trailer out of here. It is pretty wedged in here. So if we walk around the other side, we can see this bank was clearly cut out to fit this trailer. So if we were to just try to hook onto the front of it here and turn it, we're going to turn one end or the other into the bank. So I think we're going to have to hook a chain strap, something to the back, and we're going to have to skid the back end sideways and then sort of back it up the road there. And then to the right of my truck. And then we should be able to hook onto it with the top kick and skid it around there, drag it around there, and take it up to Victor's property. But anyways, we're gonna have to figure out how to get that off. So, one thing at a time. Okay, first load on, strap down, headed out. All right, we made it up to Victor's. Here comes up to sale now. Everything stayed on the trailer, didn't have any issues, so that was good. Now we need to figure out the best way to unload it all. Okay, well, guess I'll fire up the loader, let it warm up for a few minutes. All right, that's off. That wasn't too bad. Victor says hopefully that was the worst part, and I agree with him. So now we'll drop this trailer off at the shop on the way by, because we'll just drag the camper trailer with the top kick, and I think I'll grab the 1 ton so we can throw some of that smaller stuff in the back of it and clean up a little bit while we're there. So yeah, let's go do that. All right, well, we're back. I stopped to grab the 1 ton on the way by when we drop the trailer. I'll hand bomb this stuff in here. Then we'll see if we can skid this out of here. Victor's just checking the pressure in the tires. They have air, so that's a good sign anyways. They're holding some air. So hopefully they hold together. But yeah. All right, I got all the little stuff loaded up in the 1 ton, cleaned up out of the way. Victor got the air in the tires and got it off the blocks. We are hooked onto it with the skid steer, and we are trying to drag the back of it back out of there. Okay, so the tires are starting to dig in the ground pretty hard. We don't want to rip those off the rim, and the front is starting to swing into the bank. So we're going to try hooking on at the axles and pull the trailer more of a sideways rather than a swing. So let's see if we can pull it sideways. It's going to be kind of heavy, but let's give it a try. Yeah, that's heavy. I am budging it. It may look ridiculous, but lifting the machine up and down like that, so dropping the weight of the machine is inching it over. We just want to check and make sure it's not going to rip the springs out from under it, but I think that's how we're going to have to do it. Well, that should be enough to pull it past those trees now. I won't be able to get in front of it with the skid steer just yet, so I'm going to have to hook onto the back bumper and just sort of drag the whole trailer backwards until I can get around the front to hook onto it that way and push. So I have asked Victor to run the chain around behind my bucket and then come underneath it so that I can keep some pressure down on the back bumper to hopefully sort of teeter it over the axles and get some of the weight off the front as I'm pulling it. And then also that's going to make it a little easier for when it starts to roll. It can run into the bucket with the back bumper and we're not going to actually damage the camper body itself. Alright, now I think I should be able to throw the forks on, pick it up under the tongue with them, because I can't get sideways to it with the bucket without hitting the camper body. But with the forks I can pick up under the tongue and just sort of back up, just swing it out to where we need to hook onto the top kick. Alright, we got it out. Victor's got it jacked up there. We're just going to hook it onto the back of the top kick. Then we'll have to rig some lights up on it. We brought some magnetic lights, so we'll get those going and we should be good to drag it out of here. Alright, well, we got it hooked on. Victor's just messing with the lights there a little bit, see if he can clean up the ground and stuff, see if he'll make them work. Yeah, this is a tight corner, so I'm thinking we're probably going to have to go ahead as much as we can, then maybe drag the back of the trailer if we can't just sort of Austin Powers it around that corner, back and forth, but we'll see what happens anyway. Well, we've just pulled out of the trailer park. We're on the road. A little bit of fall coming off the roof there. We got off what we could before we struck down the road, but always missed something, but no big deal. Anyways, yeah, I'll let you know if anything interesting happens before we get up to the property. Well, I'm going to end this video here because it is getting quite long, but I'll do a part 2 of us dragging it around the property with the loader and getting things situated. So, thanks for watching.